When I really started following Jesus, when I really gave my life to Christ, because like I was in the church my whole life, but when I chose to commit my life to Christ, for some reason in my head I thought life is just gonna be smooth. Life is just gonna, it's gonna go the way I want it to go. That's not what happened. That's not what happened at all for me. For me, the moment I gave my life to Christ, the day I gave my life to Christ, I entered one of the hardest seasons of my life. A season where He was stripping me of so many things. So many things that I found identity in. So many things that had a stronghold in my life. So many things that I desired more than Him before. What I realized is He was testing my obedience and my faith. When I said, I give everything to you, He wanted to see that. That's what I believe. I believe that He tests and that He prunes His children. But when you continually go through trials and choose Him and choose to go deeper after Him, that's when we find that real joy, that real fulfillment, even in the midst of the trials. But it wasn't easy at first for me. Maybe you had a different experience, but for me it was really hard at first. A season of stripping old things, and I still feel like I'm in that season. I committed my life to Christ May of 2022. I chose to get baptized. And since then, I realized that it's a process. It's a sanctification process. But it's not until I invited Him in, really. Because before that, I was living in willful sin. Before that, I claimed to be a Christian, but I didn't follow Jesus. But once I chose to follow Him, that's when He started to refine me. Why would He waste His time and energy to refine someone that doesn't even want Him? I've learned to be excited, although going through it is extremely, extremely hard. Being excited that He is growing me, that He's shaping me, that He's refining me, making me into the man He wants me to be day after day. Like this process does not end. This process is a lifetime. This process will go on forever until we get that perfect body, until we are in the kingdom of heaven with Jesus, worshiping Him in His presence. But until that day, we're striving for that goal day after day after day. And sometimes, bro, like, sometimes it's just we gotta show up. There's days where we might not be able to even give our best performance. We might not even be able to work our hardest. Some days just getting up, getting out of bed, going to work, going to the gym, reading the Bible. Some days just showing up is all we can do. But that consistency is where we get deeper and grow the most. The days we don't feel like doing it, we just got to do it. So this is my encouragement. If you're going through it, if you're about to go through it, know that He just wants a deeper relationship with you. He wants you to choose Him. Not when things are easy, not when things are good, but in every situation, in every circumstance. That's why He's allowing this refining, the pruning. The pruning hurts, but the pruning is so necessary to produce the fruits that are for everybody. To make you the person that you need to be and that I need to be, we need to go through the pruning period, the burning period, the refinement period, to be pure, to be holy in His sight, and to be used for His glory. But instead of running from those things, we need to embrace them. It's so hard. I know it is. But the promise is that he will be with you. He will never leave you or forsake you when you're going through it. In the fire, he's with you. In the storm, he's with you. In the wandering, in the wilderness, he's with you. Don't lose sight of that. It might be easy to be feeling like we're drowning, literally. But he's there, walking on the water, calling for us to come up, to trust in him, to have faith in him, because he's above the waves. We can look to him because he's literally above the storm. He commands the storm.